So, a quick one. Yes, right now we want to go live. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your locations. Yeah, Pastor Victor Gubes live. Very quick one. I'm not going to waste your time. Just have 2-3 minutes. The portrait of a servant. The portrait of a servant. That's what I want to talk about. Becoming a servant of God. Becoming a servant, not master. Becoming a servant, not becoming a master. Are you a servant or you are a master? The portrait of a servant. Becoming a servant of God. The portrait of a servant. Briefly, I'm going to summarize it. Now, Matthew chapter 23 verse 11. But he who is the greatest among you should be your servant. Do you hear that? He who is the greatest among you should be your servant. How can that be? How can the greatest be your servant? Is it possible? Can the greatest be the servant? Or are they now our masters? Those that think they are great, they are big men. Are they not trying to lord it over us? Now the big men are no longer the servants. They are now the masters. Now the greatest among us are no longer the servants. They are now our masters. We are now serving them instead of them serving us. The portrait of a servant. Are you a servant or you are a master? Are you called to serve? Are you sure you are called to serve? Or you are reading up with ego? You are high up like this. Now, Jesus Christ was the ultimate servant. He was the ultimate servant. Do you know one of the characteristics of a servant? One of the characteristics of a servant is submissive to the will of his master. That is one of the characteristics. Submissive. You must be submissive. If you call yourself a servant of God, or if you call yourself a servant, if you are a servant, you must be submissive. You must be obedient. You must be respectful. You must be humble. That's the characteristics of a servant. A servant must be submissive to the will of his master. Do you remember when Jesus said that the son can do nothing of his own? That the son can do nothing of himself, but what he sees the Father do? In John 5:19, the son can do nothing of himself. Only what he sees the Father do, that's what he does. Even when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he prayed and said, Father, let your will be done. Child, thy will be done, O Lord. Not as I wish, but as you will. How many of us can pray that prayer today? In your marriage, let the will of God be done. In your family, let the will of God be done. In your environment, in your relationship, in everything you do, let the will of God be done. Say, Father, not as I wish, but let your will be done. That prayer cost him his life. Even when he was dying on the cross, he said, Father, unto your hand I commit my soul. How many of us can say this? Let your will be done. In your business, let the will of God be done. In your marriage, in everything you do, let His will be done. Let His will, not yours. If you allow His will to be done, you'll be successful in everything you do. Not as I will, but as you will. Matthew 26:39. That was the prayer that cost him his life. He submitted to the will of his Father. Not as I will, but as you. Let your will be done. And that thing you want to do right now, allow His will to be done, okay? Let the will of God be done, not yours. In your family, let the will of God be done. In your marriage, in your schools, in your villages, in your meetings, anywhere you are gathered, let the will of God be done. Let me tell you some attitude of some Christians this time is. The attitude of many Christians look more like this. What they normally do is like this. I will serve if I can be seen. Some people want to be served because they want people to praise them. You want to serve, when they will be praising you. When they praise you, you have received your reward. Men pleasers, not God pleasers. I will serve if I can be seen, if I can be praised, if I can be paid. Some can't be served, so cannot serve because they are not paid. Well, they don't get any income from it. Oh, no, they're not there. They want to earn income. They want to make gains, make profits. I can serve if I can be seen. I will serve if I am paid. I will sing if I am paid. Some choristers can't even sing. They want to be paid in the church. Some drummers want to receive money. Even while the pastors are not receiving money, drummers want to receive money. Are you a servant or you are a master? Are you a servant of Christ or an ego-driven maniac? Servants serve, and they serve one another by the will of God, and they serve with joy. And they serve with joy. If you can't serve with joy, you better check your motive. If you are a servant of God and you can't serve with joy, better check your motive. If you feel you are too talented to dirty your hands in serving others, consider that you can't take your next breath without God's permission. Some people cannot even dirty their hands. Some cannot dirty their hands because they are ashamed to do something for others. If you feel you are too talented to dirty your hands in serving others, consider that you can't take the next breath. You can't even breathe without God permitting it. You are breathing today as a result of what God has given to you. Paul tells us to serve, to love, to serve one another. Through love, we should serve one another in love. We must serve one another. We must not be proud. We are like beasts when we bite and devour one another. We are like beasts when we bite and devour one another. When we quarrel with one another, when we fight with one another, we are like beasts, not like Christ. We are like other men when we criticize one another. We are not like Christ when we criticize each other, when we fight one another, when we quarrel with each other. We are not like Christ. But we are like Christ when we serve one another. You are a servant of the Lord Jesus Christ. You are a servant, not a master. You are a servant. You must serve with your mind and soul, with everything within you. You must serve Him heart, soul, and mind. Even your body. You must be his and his alone. Don't think you know it all. If you are a servant, you must serve one another with joy. So, God bless you. Are you a servant or you are a master? Remember, you must serve with joy, not with hatred. So, God bless you.